Hey everyone, coming back at you today with some more TTMs that are catching up from the summer and early fall. So none of these count towards the Atom 716 giveaway, which I'm very excited to be part of. And I believe I'm on Chasin Inc.'s team. So let's go team. Hopefully I can do my part. I've got a bunch of requests that I just sent out this past week. So hopefully they'll start rolling in and we'll have some new TTMs coming in. But we're going to start with Mr. Gene Garber. Mr. Garber actually lives about 10 miles from me. And he played for the Pirates, Royals, Phillies, and Braves. In 1977, he became the first Phillies pitcher to win a postseason game in 62 years. And Mr. Garber is also third all-time in saves for the Atlanta Braves. And that came back in 27 days. Next up, we have Mr. Jimmy Means. In the 70s, Mr. Means was a pretty good late model racer. Won, I believe, 2 track championships. He's a longtime owner driver in NASCAR. And now he owns a team in the Xfinity Series. And Greg Gaulding is the driver of his car most of the time here. So it's Mr. Jimmy Means. And unfortunately, I don't have the date that I sent that out on. I just don't remember. Again, it's been so long for some of these. Next up is Mr. Chris Chandler. Mr. Chandler played for the Colts, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams, Oilers, Falcons, and Bears. He led the Falcons to Super Bowl 33, much to the chagrin of my brother, who is a Minnesota Vikings fan, and they beat the Vikings there in the NFC Championship game on that missed field goal. And he started for 8 teams. They consider the Rams 2 different franchises because of the move. So it's Mr. Chris Chandler in 17 days. Next up, Mr. Don Beaupre. Mr. Beaupre played for the North Stars, Capitals, Senators, and Maple Leafs. And he is a 2-time All-Star in 1981 and 1992. And in 1981, he lost in the Stanley Cup Finals as a rookie to the New York Islanders. And Mr. Beaupre was in 9 days. Next up, adding to my Pirates collection, for those that know me, I am a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. A longtime suffering Pirates fan. But Mr. Gary Varsho. Mr. Varsho signed in 28 days. He played for the Cubs, Pirates, Reds, and Phillies. He also managed in the minor leagues for the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers and the Reading Phillies. And that's Mr. Gary Varsho. Next up, again, adding to my Pirates collection, is Mr. Al Pedrique. In 91 days, played for the Mets, Pirates, Tigers. And for Mr. Pedrique, as a manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, he ordered his pitching staff to intentionally walk Barry Bonds every time he came to the plate in the series they were playing against the Giants, as he didn't want to give up the 700th home run to Barry Bonds in Arizona. And that actually became quite controversial there. And that's Mr. Al Pedrique in 91 days. Next up, we're going to switch back to racing because I am a huge NASCAR fan, to Mr. Bobby Dotter. His 1 career Busch Series win, and that was after the winner of the race was found to have a non-compliant part. He's won races in ASA, the All-Pro Series, and the All-American Challenge Series. And when Mr. Daughter was racing in ARCA, I believe, at Daytona, he had a very fiery crash where, still going at quite a good rate of speed, climbed out of the car and on top of the roof to escape the fire till it slowed down enough that he could jump off. And today, last but not least, we got a Hall of Famer, Mr. Ozzie Newsome. Mr. Ozzie Newsome played his entire career with the Browns, and he was a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. He's a member of the All-Decade team for the 80s. He's in the Browns Ring of Honor. He's a College Football Hall of Famer in 1994, and he's an NFL Hall of Famer in 1999. And he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion as the GM in Baltimore. And that's Mr. Ozzie Newsome. And that came back in 160 days. Again, thank you for watching and stay safe.